How can people, in the end, not care about their own species? They mock those who warn them, hey, if we do not make a change, even if it's scary, even if it could cost, we all got to do this at some point together. And if we don't, it's the end of not just humanity, animals, loss of water, destroying ourselves and Earth. It's disgusting, and you can be so like sometimes if you're not clearly thinking, it can be confusing. Sometimes even I say, yo, it's confusing, but it's not that I don't understand. I understand like the greed. I don't understand the why necessarily. Like, I get it, it's comfortable, but at some point, having it all and some, how is that not enough? I've never been a millionaire or a billionaire, but I've had it all to what I consider all. I've been in the middle, and I've been at the very bottom. And it's like, how much more power and greed do people need to wake up? You can ignore things only for so long. You can be in denial for so long, but eventually you're going to be so cornered to the point where you're going to have to make a move. And what amazes me, no matter how slow things happen over time, people, when push comes to shove, people act confused even though they were told time and time again, hey, we need to do what's necessary. We need to save, the animals, the water, the people. We gotta take care of our homes, our nature, the earth, the trees. We have to do better, or this will happen. We don't know the exact year maybe, or the exact time, but doing certain things will destroy everything. And you can tell people 100 times this over and over, and then they're just like, ha ha ha, you're an idiot. But it'll cost you as well, just as much as it is the person telling you. They're an idiot because they want to live, they want the human species to continue. They don't want animals and bees to just disappear. They want water for not only the animals, but we also as humans need water to live. But if you want all those things, you're just an idiot. Okay, but in the end, that same person that's calling them an idiot, it's gonna cost them in the end as well. And it's better. I'm not trying to bring religion or God or anything like that into this. Whether you believe in God or not, I feel like if you have a sense of, whether it be spiritual or understanding with nature and grounding and just that connection to the earth, it doesn't necessarily have to be God, because I know not everybody believes in God, but you will gain understanding from either. And obviously I can't say if God's real or God's not. I do not know. I do not have proof. I'm not the person to, have that say. Who am I? Nobody. But I do care about Earth. I do care about life, water, animals, us as people. And what I will say, whether it's God or connecting to the earth itself, it'll awaken you in a way of understanding. You might not have the full understanding. I don't think we're meant to, especially if you follow God. Like, God will show you things. Earth and nature, life will teach you and show you things, but we won't ever know. We won't ever completely have full understanding. We're always learning, and it's good to keep learning. But I think if you have that connection with God or nature, the earth, you will have a grasp on things in a different sense. You will understand things in a different sense. It'll waken you up to the way people think. Like, people are lost, in a sense, and I'm not talking about just for people that follow God or believe in God. If you don't, like, people are really, really unaware, really tuned out, not tuned in. And I think, I mean, it's not all our faults, man. We are taught things at a young age, you know, a certain way of learning, listening, do what you're told, but don't ask questions. You know what I'm saying. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say on social media because it's different each and every day. But what I can say is we are not each other's enemy. Don't have to like each other. We can still love each other. You don't have to be everybody's friend. But it takes you. It takes it takes us all as a whole to make a change. And it doesn't have to be today. But whether it's tomorrow, a year from now, 10 years from now, push will come to shove. And it's as scary as it could be, and it can be scary. Like, you could be thinking right now, well, I don't know what to do. A lot of us don't know exactly what to do, the right way to do it. But coming together as one is the first thing, the key. Acknowledgement, understanding. It's okay not to know, have complete understanding. But if we cannot get along, if we cannot be awakened, if you live in denial, it's not gonna benefit in the end any of us. Yeah, you might be, feel safe for a while, but eventually, you're gonna have to make a decision. And it's scary, I know. There's not one who's not scared. I mean, if you happen to believe in God, He will, in a sense, can take a lot of fear away. Doesn't mean you won't be shaken or a little scared, but if you have a certain like understanding, in a sense, whether it be through God or nature or whatever your better higher power may be, in a sense, it'll get you through. Doesn't mean it's going to go your way. Doesn't mean it's not going to cost us something. But freedom ain't free. And I think a lot of us have forgotten that freedom isn't free. And a lot of us have become so spoiled, in a sense, that we think nothing can touch us, hurt us, or come our way. But indeed it can. None of us are fully out, none of us are untouchable. Doesn't matter where you live. Doesn't matter what country you're in. We're all in this together. And I don't want to share this, the little bit I'm talking about. I don't want it. It's not about being negative. It's not about ruining your day, dragging you down. But you can't pretend what is. You can't ignore what's right in front of you. You don't have to let it ruin your whole day. Right now, the thing for you could be to be still and, figure out what's to come and how it's going to play out and who's going to be the one that initiates it for us all. Whether it be a nationwide, some person sending something on everyone's phone, because it sounds crazy, but it could happen. There could, a modern day Underground Railroad. There's going to be a place, a time, a way. It'll happen. Do we know how? We do not. Do I? No, I do not. Do I have all the answers? I do not. But what I do have is acknowledgement. I do my best to have understanding, to be aware, not to be asleep. And, the way we were taught, programmed, however you want to word that, it's not all your fault. But at some point, when you feel, when you know, when you acknowledge just a little bit, when you choose to stay asleep and choose to stay in denial and choose to think that you're just gonna get by, like it's just not gonna touch you, that's when it becomes a problem. I hope this reaches somebody on a understanding level, not meant to be negative, but I love y'all. Hope we can learn to love each other someday as a whole. Don't have to like each other. Remember, we do not have to fully like each other. You don't have to be everybody's friend. You can still love people. You can still want your species to keep alive, and, you know, morals, love goes a long way, y'all. Peace.